Alright, gonna continue today with more Xenoblade. I just went to sleep, and now I'm awake, so we can continue. Actually, no, we need to discuss, my bad.
I'll draw up the rota for
Or, I'm sorry, it's not discuss, it's rest. So Uni can, like, totally lose her mind or some shit. And we're gonna find out, like, we constantly, like, we live, die, repeat, we just don't remember. Like, we're not the first Noah, we're not the first Tyan, we're not the first anybody. Oh, I'm very happy. And then I remember this, and now I'm not. Yeah, I just think they were fucking around. Just fighting a bunch of people just to have fun. Just because the Naruto ninja run in. Whoop. I wonder which colony this was. This is probably right here, right? Yeah. So why would he be destroying flame clocks then? I mean, even if it's just for fun, it's still, like, life energy for him. I don't know. Maybe they just have enough. They could just piss around. Have some fun. Seems like all the consoles are kind of bored, you know? They don't take any of this really too seriously. You should have stayed buried in there, girl. Poke. Oh, no, not the eye. Ah. Nightmare fuel. Cross my heart and hope to die. Stick the claw right in my eye. Oh, his mark is on his hand. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Smells good.
Obviously, it's a serious anemone. A rare flower from the Orion Mountains, crushed and extracted.
Wow, look at you. Sounds like a hobby.
And a practical one at that.
Yeah.
There you go. Feel better?
Like I said, practical. Glad it worked.
Oh. You noticed?
I did. Mine do that too.
Huh?
I put down my weapon, look around at my companions, and feel relief. Thinking, finally, another day down. Then I think of tomorrow and the tremors are back. Will I see the same faces when I wake?
What a very
Will I
thoughtful
even be
character,
around
man.
to see them?
Easy with the mark, I suppose. You know when it's coming. But when you're in a scrap...
Can you really speak for them, though? For someone nearing the end?
Huh?
Because I couldn't tell you. All we can possibly do is wonder what it's like. What can one feel? Contentment, perhaps? Or sheer horror?
I'd really hope it's not fear.
Me too.
Yeah, we're all kind of nearing the end.
That's just it.
Yeah, she's running out and fast. She barely has a dot left. But that's the thing. Has anyone ever seen what actually happens to someone when their mark runs out? Like,
Shouldn't we
I
just
don't know.
goof it and blitz through as quick as we can?
Nah, I reckon we ought to avoid spots where those Mobius sickos could get the jump on us.
Unless I'm mistaken, this region is under the control of Lambda. That is the colony I originally belonged to.
You don't say.
Then, the Levenus yesterday.
Yeah. It was Colony Lambda's, definitely.
Yeah, we already know from
Isn't
the
that-
marking.
Isn't that bad for us?
Possibly.
All right, so you know this area.
I took part in seizing this area.
All right then, any suggestions?
Oh,
Come on.
let's see. There should be some nearby tunnels we could use.
Sounds good to me. We might still get enemies,
What?
but
Okay.
underground, at least we won't have to worry about lunking Phoroneses and that.
It's almost like we're going backwards.
Tunnels. Thrill of explore. Riku already on treasure scent.
Seems like that's the way to go then.
One moment. These tunnels have been disused for a long time. There's a very real risk of a cave-in. If it comes down to it, escape options may also be in short supply.
Nah. You're the one who came out with it.
Therefore,
Unless
let's do
you
it.
got any other plans? You better not want us to just camp out here forever.
No, obviously.
All right, let's back it up. Any route we can take will have some attendant risk or other. At this point, I'll settle for any choice that makes our lives easier. Enough with the doom-mongering. Just keep it positive. Things will work out somehow.
Uh-huh.
Mimi,
That's famous last words.
what's up with you? Sounds like little Miss Senior's decided to pull rank, eh? Roger that, Mom.
Oh, shut up already.
Right, let's go. We'll check out those tunnels.
Hey, wait for me.
And it seems like we're almost going backwards. I thought the whole point was to go southeast. Right? Well, there's a husk. I don't think we'll be getting to it.
What kind
Unless
of
this
place
goes all the way
is
up. Yeah, see? So here's the third person. Ryza. Alright, well, we have to skip Ryza for now. So that's basically most of the people that we left out on.
A mean herbal tea.
Next time, I'll make some for you too. For now, let's stick a pin in the topic.
Okay. Let me... Are there markers that you could put on the map in this game? Yeah, so, like, let me mark
Here's our next
this.
destination. Here's our next destination.
No, okay. It's only just a user-given marker. You can't actually put, like, a custom marker. So this one... and then way up here in the desert. Right? This one? These are all the quest markers. This one is that turn-in quest that's going to be like the whole game. So I think there's only 4 markers. Oh, and I didn't even see what this is, right? I mean, like, can we even get out there now? I don't know if that's from the north over here or from the west, like over here. I think this is an empty cave. So, I mean, I guess later on we could go back and try to, like, you know, path that one out. Right, because this also includes the desert as well, so... Alright, that means we've seen everything. It's a little bit out of our range. We are already full on ether crystals, or I'm sorry, ether cylinders, so there's no reason for me to continue doing that. So let's just move on. At least we know now everything is something that we need to come back and do later. Like, we're not missing out on anything.
I envy you.
What?
That unfounded confidence of yours. I almost wish I could take some.
I'd rather do something than sit farting about for hours, and then do nothing anyway. I like my way better.
That sounded rather pointed.
Oh, did it?
Can you two
Anyway,
kiss and
I'm
make
not
up,
confident.
please?
I just have to keep moving. That's all.
I don't get you.
I mean, yourself. Why do you always take a back seat?
Huh?
You scared?
Mm-hmm.
Noah, he likes to say, don't blame yourself. He knows why I can't stay still, and he gets it, all right? Tells me it's not healthy, yeah? But it's easier said. Anyhow, not like I can just wish him back. I mean, what else can I do?
Him? Who's
That's how
that?
it goes. Same deal with you, right? Nah, to be fair, that whole prudent shtick of yours got its merits.
Well, that's the opposite of what you said before.
I guess I'm taking it back then.
Okay, I'm glad they had that. Can he take his class, please? Can he, please? They hate each other. They still do. Look how close this is, man. That's insanity. Not that I want to have 2 cooldown tanks, but at least he'll get Mad Taunt, right? Like, Mad Taunt will at least help a lot. You best believe once I get to, like, 41, 42, I'm coming back for all this stuff. We're going to clean up the early game. That'll be, like, the second part of, like, doing extra stuff. We're going to clean up the early game.
So much to see, huh?
Orion Tunnels. Oh, nice. I could even feel, like, when you grab it from further away. I think that got upgraded, yeah. It got upgraded, like, a little bit. It's like 1/3 of a meter.
This was a nice find.
That's pretty good. Very helpful.
It's open.
Okay. Carry on. The Pentelis region. Okay, so it's a different region, that's why. I mean, we'll start in the caves, probably, but, you know, then we'll open up. I was about to say, like, how far does this region go? Like, this has been, I want to say, like, maybe 60% of the game to now. Maybe more.
Sweet, let's poke around.
Garf Mine Track. Orion Tunnels.
Yeah, no chance of any Levnises following us inside here.
We can but hope.
Yep. Now watch, they've already figured it out.
We don't know what lies ahead, so let's go carefully.
Indeed. I want to be out of here as fast as possible, but haste can only spell trouble.
This place rich in ore and gemstone. Speed is of essence. All treasure will belong to Riku.
Uh-huh. Riku seem mighty excited.
Gemstone have many use. They probably useful later to us.
I mean, we already have more than enough, but yeah.
Usually enthused. Took to be cool and brooding type.
It's something of a hobby.
Oh, hobby of Manana is cooking.
Riku well aware.
Riku, if we find any nice gemstones, should we bring them to you?
If friends get chance, then please. Gemstone with good potential will be good investment for future.
I don't think we're just gonna happen across priceless gemstones. But okay.
Nopon very pacifistic and don't fight, but would hate not to lend
Really?
support.
I feel like in most games they're not,
That means
but
Manana
whatever.
not become burden.
Don't you worry about things like that.
I mean, I guess in general,
Everyone has
right?
their bit to do.
If Manana could interlink, Manana surely to be of good use.
If we could do such thing, would have done ages ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Anyway, getting out of these tunnels is the main priority. But let's keep an eye out for any ore along the way. We can't afford to overlook anything that might help us later.
Understood. That good enough.
Yeah, go on. I'll give you a hand.
Even Lance? That turn up for the books.
Always good to have a few favors to call in, yeah?
Riku knew it.
You're just using me. A Nopon's Council. Alright, it's a hero quest. Elevator number 1. Is that part of the main story? Yep. So some of these are forced. I mean, there's no real reason to pick up any more of those. We'll just leave them.
I wonder what's around here.
Okay. What about over here first, before we go in there? I'm sorry I bring up the map so much. I'm just trying to get, like, the lay of the land, you know? And also I'm trying to see where I haven't been to. Especially for, like, your first time through some new areas, or even if you're just trying to find older areas, you know? Like, sometimes you want to just be able to say, oh, okay, I've been here before, and you know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, Lance's outfit is best this way.
Doesn't look like it's working, guys.
Well, time to take the long
It
way.
needed electricity. But if no ether cylinder, no electricity.
Let's have a look around, shall we?
That sounds like a plan.
We have ether cylinders. Okay, we need a specific ether cylinder. Oh, I'm sorry, game. The 94 I have are not good enough, nor the actual items I picked up. Oh, terrible. What a catastrophe.
That room's kind of suspicious, eh?
We might be able to...
This will be responding. Well, there's our rest spot. Man, if only Tails could get to this level. Alright, generator control room. I mean, is there anything really to do once we rest here? We need, what, 9,000 to level up now? 7,000. It's gonna get really big, though. Like, not really too much to do. I barely even done anything. Yeah, see, I'm missing, like, 1 or 2 different things. Like, this is what annoys me, is it's like, well, how am I supposed to find mobility thrusters, you know? Okay, pure gemstones. I guess I missed some of these. Elegant Ansel feathers. Okay, we already have Life Bearer 3. Yeah, I would really like to make this counter. Meduse, Odal, Serrated, Aligo. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever. Okay.
Ugh. Let's be off.
There you go. Never mind. We just had to insert over here. Well, obviously, we have more than enough. I haven't been shirking on that, let me tell you. I've been very astute. Very on the ball when it comes to gathering ether cylinders.
It moved!
Now, elevator, behave self.
Nice job, Riku. Always good to have a grease knob on that knows their way around techie things.
I take offense to that.
Piece of pollen orb for Riku.
Okay, let's go.
Nopon's Council. I wonder what class the Nopons are going to give us. Yeah, nothing here is worth fighting. We already did enough side quests and stuff. What's down here? See, the thing is to fight as many bosses as you can and kill them with chain attacks. That's really what you need to do. Is if you can kill them with chain attacks, not only do bosses already give you bonus, but you get a bonus for killing them with the chain attack. Which is pretty easy in this game.
Looks like this is our way down.
Oh no.
Of course there's monsters.
Oh, well then. Nothing else for it seems.
We don't have time to burn here. Let's ash them up, yeah?
Nanana, help with fighting!
Hilarious. Shield bash!
Don't be so rash.
probably a bigger one.
No! Manana, stop! Manana cannot stop hot and mid. Watch out!
Very good. So they're probably gonna, it's gonna be like a no pawn class.
Manana,
Maybe
you
it's a tank
okay?
class. I don't know.
Manana, please be okay.
Manana, okay.
Fine. Only heart go pitter-patter.
Just watching you made my heart go pitter-patter.
Seriously, Manana, that was wild.
Phew. I'm glad you're safe anyway.
See? Manana is good for many much things beside cooking.
Manana rush in like crazy pond just to prove that?
It's important to demonstrate through action.
Yeah, and almost
Manana
die,
did not just
but
throw
you know.
pot, threw whole self along with it.
A special heavy-duty pot, also for self-defense. Exclusive
Really?
on brand.
Okay.
That not a thing.
Yeah, oh, whatever.
You have to understand the poor Riku
I'll just
was
bash
really
someone with a
bad.
frying pan.
It's truth.
Not so much truth.
That's very considerate. But Manana is really fine.
Yeah, that's right. Worrying too much isn't good for you either.
Exactly. That's why Riku not worry.
Your blushy little cheeks aren't fooling anyone. Don't be ashamed.
No shame here. Noah, please come to defense of Riku.
Sorry, you're on your own, buddy.
You just didn't want your friend to be hurt. Shall we leave it at that? But Riku's right. No more crazy antics in the name of helping each other out, okay?
Alright, that rule is going to be broken 20
Not to
times
do
over.
crazy antic in future.
Then it's settled. Let us descend.
I mean, because of her, we get to skip that fight. Actually, if there is one thing I am going to do really fast, let me swap. Here we go. Let me swap this with this. So that way, if I use... Okay, so here's the thing, right? He can use wide slash along with noble taunt. So he'll taunt somebody, and then it'll also miss because of wide slash, ideally, right? And then the same thing over here. When he uses Imperial Sword, he'll automatically use Glow Ring to lock the target, right? That could be good. I just think that Deflector Shield isn't that good. But if you don't use it, you don't get the Awakening bonus, which means that all this is more or less pointless. Like, you could pretty much get rid of this, right? You could maybe put on, like, Grand Protection. Or Shield Bash for Topple. I mean, technically you should move Falcon Swoop, right? No, this is a frontward... Yeah, this is even better. This is a frontward AoE. What the fuck? Yeah, maybe I'll change this up. Maybe we just won't really use any of the moves. Yeah, maybe I'll take Falcon Swoop on this. So now it's a frontward AoE that forces target lock on one target, but whatever, you know, that's better than nothing, right? And maybe we just won't play around the whole Awakening thing. Yeah. And we can put Topple on him, which is on a 30-second cooldown. Even though Imperial Sword is the coolest sounding ability, I guess we just won't play around that. And we'll just use him as like a literal off-tank, basically. What is she on? Say Striker. Yeah, okay. Disperse, Agility. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
We'll head to another level.
Alright, going down. Did anyone get on the elevator with me? Of course not. Mine number one.
I was as shocked as you were. Huh? Is it just me, or is that rock sparkling?
It's like
Oh,
old ether
maybe
deposits.
No. Just ordinary rock.
No, it's just gold.
What about this? I can't tell them apart.
That okay? That's what Riku here for.
It's a good thing you're with us, Riku.
Leave to Riku. First, Riku and friends search area.
Alright, what are we searching for? Right in here. Mineral deposit.
Whoa, what's with that one? Hey, I found one!
No,
Alright.
this not right.
Or not. Not
But it's
alright.
useful, so Riku take it.
Nailstone. We're not gonna, like, drill into these or anything? Like, clearly they must be
Tell the
something
difference
special.
between ore and a gemstone.
That's why Riku's were invented, innit?
Riku, hear that? Riku not pleased.
Whoa, got a rare
Might
dude
as well
all
claim
right
this.
here.
Yeah, get used to seeing auto-sold gemstone. That's gonna be just all over the place forever. It was not hard to hit max level on gemstones. I mean, I guess that could be the one thing I could go back and do, but yeah, you already know. Okay. I see, we don't actually do anything to it.
This one.
There's just a thing
It look
underneath
like,
it.
but is not. Observe here precisely. Intensity of luster grow dim.
Okay, I believe you.
Still worth taking.
But is not useless. Keep hold for now.
Mill fail rock.
I didn't realize how much fun it could be looking for ore.
Me neither. I just wish I knew what was what, so I wouldn't feel so.
I mean, it's only fun because, you know, we don't have to do any fighting. We just walk. We're just running around. And also because Riku will do everything.
This is not one.
Oh? This might be valuable at a later time. So we should keep.
So all we did was just grab a
Okay,
bunch of
got
stuff. Electric cricket fossil. Alright, so what do we get from all that?
You think we're really gonna find
Okay.
It doesn't seem like we'll find anything here. We might have to go deeper.
Yeah, we didn't really get anything from that, so I don't know, maybe he'll like craft it and we could get something out of it. Who knows? Who knows how much stuff we're gonna possibly get later in this game, you know? I guess this area is gonna be like a bunch of islands and stuff for the most part.
Right, Mimi? It's pretty mind-blowing.
Alright, let's send this person. We haven't seen any named monsters either, so I'm not really worried about it too much. Just do whatever. Seems like a very straightforward area. I thought maybe we'd be in the mine for like a long time or something.
Hey, the mud has dropped something.
Okay. Would you stop? Dude, the monsters have such priority on pushing you.
Riku seemed to find great joy in rocks. He picked up so many.
Gemstone and ore are different from normal rocks scattered around.
And I'm also a hoarder.
And ore we pick up from before have great utility.
Manana not rock scientist.
You could identify them all, Riku. You sure know a lot about rocks.
Riku know a thing or two.
Don't be modest. You've got skills, mate. You should be an appraiser.
Cease with flattering.
It's not flattery, it's good to have a hobby.
Manana in agreement.
At least it's not fishing, I'll say that.
Collecting, huh, Riku?
Ore and gemstone, not rock. From supply material to maintenance work, that's Riku's job. It's
Then I
solemn
fish on the
responsibility
weekends.
to keep important equipment in tip-top order so everyone can come back alive. Just doing own job, not like Lance.
You what? I'm pretty much, almost, sort of doing it.
Wow. You really give yourself a lot of responsibility, Riku.
Too much talking. Out of Riku's character.
Not at all. Understanding each other better isn't a bad thing, is it?
That's right. Become better friends is important.
We need to learn more about each other to become better friends, right?
That's exactly truth. Learning about each other, very important deal. Ah, Banana has idea. Next, Banana will show favorite thing.
Next. It's not about taking turns.
I mean, he's not wrong. He doesn't really talk too much.
Banana show you her special.
Especially at the
way.
beginning of the
You
game.
learn soon. Over there is good place. Time for break.
I mean, we just kind of had one. Yeah, I was expecting more out of that mine. We're kind of already done. The ruins of Cebu. Cebu Camp.
Everyone, get some rest.
Not really. Let's just progress. There's nothing else to do.
Let's get some food on the go.
So tasty. Nothing like a hearty meal to keep you going for the long haul.
It even wakes you up somehow.
Endless rations are so boring. You need to spice it up like this.
Banana couldn't agree more. Tyon only cooked tragedies.
Tragedies!
Hard to learn cooking.
Like a fucking play.
First I've heard of it. Is he that bad?
Very horrible.
Actually, my cooking just focuses more on efficient absorption of nutrients and convenient portability.
Oh, okay.
And I've
Garbage.
actually
Good.
optimized it.
You mean it used to be even worse?
Hey now, I like Tyon's cooking. It's unique.
That's not a
It's
compliment.
okay. Swallow it down quickly and you'll probably be fine.
Damn, just
You-
dunking on him.
Do you really think you're helping?
Is there second helping?
Oh yeah?
What?
What's this, Riku? Your favorite food or something?
Is not favorite. Is taste of Manana hard work. And is rude not to clean plate.
I mean, that's true.
Actually, Banana seasoned with frazzlefish to bring out hidden flavor. Banana, please, Riku, notice.
Meh. Riku not know that actually.
You not know? Well, Banana only happy you know now. And Banana bring Riku whole mountain of seconds.
Ah, this is cute. Very good for Riku.
You think he minds?
It was so good he had seconds. And Manana knows how much he liked to cook it.
He likes her cooking. He cares for her.
She was so happy.
Yeah, you know.
I think her ability to accept people's words up front is one of her best points.
Maybe she's a little too upfront.
And her air of innocence is characteristic of Noppon.
Upfront and innocent, huh?
Riku is also good honest Noppon.
Let's not get into that. You were so serious when you were looking for the ore and gems. It's really good to be able to throw yourself into stuff like that so passionately, like into the things you love.
Senna is good person. It's shame Lan's lacking this quality.
Why are you always picking on me?
Just up ahead might be Riku's treasure.
Then let's go treasure hunting.
Yes, Riku get mighty whiff of treasure here.
Okay, let's have a quick breather and then start the search.
As Noah wish, we definitely find it.
Alright. Like I said, not really much else to do, so... I mean, like, we could have done grinding if we really wanted to get those extra couple of classes or whatever.
Don't tell me we're crossing here.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you see any other way? Just try not to look down.
There you go. See? Easy. Not that big of a deal. As I always seem to say about a lot of things, it's not that big of a deal. What? I guess there's also another ladder Somewhere, like, yeah, above. At least you don't have to do, like, ladder platforming. Like, some games let you, like, jump between ladders and shit. So what is this? Like, oh no, this is one big cave system. I see. Okay, I was about to say, like, we just opened up into, you know, nothingness. No, this is one big cave system. Complete with trees, lighting, and everything.
What's this? Maybe some kind of construction core left it behind?
So I climbed all the way up here. I can't even do this. I'm over here climbing up snake eater ladders. And this is the best that they could do for me. Okay, anyway. So I get for looking around, I should just railroad the fucking story, right? Okay. Should just run through everything and not care about anything optional. Probably what most people do when they play video games nowadays. Alright, spider, come out.
Huh? Hey, isn't that...
Ooh, it's red.
Oh, now that's what we could call a gemstone.
Manana will bring back!
No, Manana, don't do it.
Careful handling. Riku will also go.
Wait! Riku! Manana!
This blight on personal record.
Wait there! We're coming!
Yeah, usually he doesn't get involved in fights.
No good. They're coming this way too.
Drop the gem! The monsters seem to be after them.
That's a precious thing! Cannot be thrown away!
Alright, die.
Sorry to bundle Manana up in recklessness of Riku. Manana must throw gemstone over that way.
But it got treasure, Riku!
True, but if Manana throw, then monsters go also.
Riku giving up too easy! It's nothing trouble.
I mean, you guys aren't even gonna fight.
Riku say he gets every treasure!
But not for not
Oh, I guess because it's a hero story, they will fight.
Irrelevant. Should become like Mio and Noah. If Riku and Manana work together, this piece of pollen orb. Riku not agree?
Yeah, maybe they, as a hero, they work together side by side.
Riku agree. Riku not give up in this place. Riku here to get treasures and beat monsters.
Manana can be behind that.
Is not yet time.
Or give up.
Yeah, like, what kind of weapon is that? Wow, they toppled it.
Magnificent success!
Nice job, you two. What a team!
I'm so glad you made it back.
Manana, sorry for causing worry.
Now we see real Nopon potential.
That's right. Maybe it's impossible for one Nopon.
But two together.
For two.
Together fighting is better.
Alright, we're giving Teach the boot. Right when we're in danger, we're like, yeah, go away, please. Yeah, Riku and Manana, they work together. Alright, I'll let him take care of most of the other monsters. Yeah, I didn't have it ready. Who's getting hit? This guy. As long as I work together with him, this is fine, actually. I mean, let's just kill all the little guys, and then it'll just be down to nothing. Okay. Yeah, it's really weird how the aggro system works. So if you have the aggro beforehand, then you're fine, right? I don't know, because this one stays targeted on him. It could be target lock as an ability they have. Yeah, I think that's what it is. You can't use it to gain aggro. It just stays on you. I'm waiting to see. Eventually we'll get a topple going. Maybe. Whoops. Thank you. Dazed. I wonder what happens. If you chain attack when they're dazed, do they stay dazed? Or does it progress time? I have no idea. What's theirs? Shows it multiplies TP from next character to act by 125%. Only valid for this order. Alright, so we should hold off on them. Oh! Look, it got launched or some shit. That's funny. 66. Yeah, this is 65. Yeah, so this is guaranteed. So maybe we should use him. Yeah, we're good. This is a kill. We're good. I'm so excited I had to reload it again. Noogie Storm. Sure, let's multiply everyone's because we're probably done anyway. Oh, they have break. Okay. Side break. Sure. Done. Oh yeah, I changed her. She's a thaumaturge now. Yeah, hopefully the next tank class is an Agnes tank. Noogie Storm. Okay, whatever. It wasn't as cool as I was expecting. It's fine. Brave Assault. Might as well use him first. Oh, it's overkill anyway. Will we even have to kill like the little ads around? Let's see, what does this do? Alright. I forget, you don't actually have to deal damage with a chain attack to trigger the burst. Poke. Alright. Again? Yeah, we have enough. We just have to use both tanks. Doesn't even really matter. Jesus. That's such a good AoE. That's a really good move, actually. I hope that's a move you can inherit. Just add AoE moves, AoE prompts from all the different Kavesi classes onto good tank moves. There you go, done. That was our best one yet.
Phew! I didn't know how that was going to end.
Right? I was so surprised to see that from Riku and Manana.
I didn't know they could fight like that.
Riku is superior, Nopon. Everyone knows still Nopon run deep.
Come on, Fit, you aren't running anywhere.
But now we know you can fight with us. How reassuring is that?
If only they could
We're
merge.
sorry for worry, but we learned that combined power together mean we can fight. And that's not all. We fetch back nice stash of gemstone.
Thanks for doing that, guys.
Yes, getting best treasure is thanks to Riku.
Someone sounds chuffed with himself.
Looks like the danger's past for now. Let's keep going.
Right. We're still not out of these tunnels. Keep your guards up, everyone.
Manana do Manana's best.
You're an asset to the team, you two.
Riku just doing job.
Very good. Well, at least now we can technically have the whole party out together, so... They found a way to fight as a pair, making them even handier than before. Yumsmith. Senna? Why Senna specifically? Whatever. Combines offense and AoE support. Use damage linked to effectively deal with multiple foes. Only one hero can be in your party at a time. Go to the heroes in the main menu when you want to switch out heroes. Yeah, because, well, I mean, we already have to have at least, what, a minimum 3, right? Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised. Riku and Manana make a good pair.
Don't let Riku hear that. You'll make him even moodier than he already is.
I'm right here. I don't know. I guess some of these classes are just random. Like Noah getting Flash Fencer and whatever the other class is, Imperial Guardian Commander makes sense, right? Because it's like those are two people he has actual backstory with. I don't know. You don't fucking scare me,
I know it's
bitch.
grim, but it needs doing.
Now listen to my song, motherfuckers. You killed him. You're gonna listen to it. It's an unskippable cutscene. Stop pushing my flutist. Get this, and then we could drop down. But yeah, it seems like all the Kavesi jobs, like, they're not bad. The problem is... Oh, let me check. Did he get his thing yet? And there must be some story beat that they have to do to get the last push to give him heavy guard. There has to be. Right? Hold on. Like, if I get rid of this... and nobody has any points towards Guardian Commander. It's so weird because some people have more points towards like Flash Fencer. I don't know, maybe I need to do like hours of side questing to unlock some of these other jobs. So when she's done with this, we'll move her over to Yumsmith. And we'll re-equip her or whatever.
Might as well claim this.
So yeah, I guess this will be the only Xenoblade game with no... Oh, no, X doesn't have a no-pawn party member. Technically. I don't count having to take Lyn in order to use... Oh, shit. Ow. That doesn't count. You have to take her and then he comes along. Was it Tatsu?
This look handy dandy.
Okay. I wonder what Collectopedia cards we can turn in for. I mean, I'll do it maybe at the next, God damn it! I'll do it at the next rest outpost. Man, that comes out of nowhere. Alright, this is a traversal skill I'm sure we'll get at some point. Oh, who are you?
This could be dicey. Up to
Raucous
you.
Ron. Alright, I always like a good challenge. Nothing quite like getting your ass beat. Nice, it missed. I don't have days yet. Well, this seems very familiar. I mean, they're good because they could initiate break. And then if we have one person use topple, that's pretty much good. That's good right there. Blaze. Oh, is this an AoE circle? No, I don't think so. There you go. Yeah, I think he's losing aggro because I'm starting to take it. Yeah, that's all. Alright, someone topple him. Hit him. Do something. I guess not. That's It's not terrible, terrible. See, they don't take damage when you do that. So if you're tanking and you have full aggro like this, like, you basically don't take any damage. Like, all it does is increase your heat meter. Topple him. Topple him. I know you have it. Okay, whatever. Oh, I didn't chain attack. Whatever. It's fine. I didn't chain attack him. I forgot all about it for a second. I was like, oh, I'm waiting for him to topple him. Oh my god. And the next one will actually cap me.
So monsters even fight among themselves.
Absolutely. What about over here? Nothing? Okay. Alright. Do we even need to get involved? I should do it for let's do it for the bonus experience. No, there'll be plenty of opportunities to get no-pon coins later. Come on, thank you. Yeah, the battle theme's different. Oh shit, I don't have... Man, that sucks. That's unfortunate. Oh well, it's fine. I'll be taking that. It's not even for the gold. I could sell so many accessories and get a ton of gold, so...
This is something decent, right?
Army Arachno. Fossil monkey fossil? I just thought about that. I mean, I guess it's called fossil monkey. Are there any real life animals that are called fossil? Like have fossil in the name? Because, I mean, technically, someday you might discover a fossil monkey fossil, and that would be, like, one of the worst naming schemes ever. And I hope in, like, 1,000 years someone makes fun of that, too. Trader Pawn. Happy shopping. Work belt. Boost evasion while moving. Boost damage. Okay, no. Window shoppers. Meh, meh, meh. Welcome something you want. Actually, we're here because Shill. Here, Yellowstone for you. Are you really going to give us without the whole spiel? Zoka is very brilliant no-pon. It powers of observation stronger than even Shirolo. His decision come easy, although Shirolo is also moderately brilliant, approximately 3 to 4 places behind Zoka, of course. Enough chit-chat, please come to Zoka for favor again. Party of Zoka will press forward to nice camp spot up ahead. But if friends need something and much luck, Zoka will sell it. No-pon never miss chance to trade. Yeah, I'm not taking any more of those. We have 97. We're more than good. Actually, we could go back and do that Hulk now.
What the? Smoke screen?
No, great. Fucking noob tuber.
It smells weird. This, not just normal smoke.
Assassins. Excellent. Great, now we have to fight dodge tanks. Woo! Ooh, like Splinter Cell.
More incoming! My legs. Mimi!
Alright, gas them some more.
It's smoke. 'Don't breathe it in. 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 Breathe it in
I know this maneuver.
What is it?
One of Colony 13's little specialties.
Yeah, they stole it. They adopted it. Oops, sorry.
So, you've seen this before?
This is what killed my friends.
Wait a moment. These mudders are Agni.
I don't get it. Why this specific tactic?
I mean, look how good it is.
Could it be the commander?
Also, I'm sure the console's involved somehow. We need to back up.
Fucking grim. There's no way to tell where they're gonna come from next.
Water.
Water?
Yeah. There are water veins in these caves. We can use them to make an escape.
You say make a dash for it?
This would be creepy, though.
Zion, decide. Look, I trust your judgment.
You do? All right. We'll have to run. I judge it to be the best option right now.
All I needed to hear. Let's move. Lead the way.
I'm on it.
This way. I mean, yeah, why stay in the smoke? It's gonna kill us, literally. Oh, okay, no smoke.
You think you're all that, do ya?
I'm the one you want.
Just as planned,
I like how now it's not thick at all. Now it's just a normal cave with a little bit of purple all over the place. Alright, let me get my thing. Wait, who's toppled? I didn't mean to do this. Whoops. I forget that you don't use the D-pad to change target, but I guess we could do this. Sure. Okay. That's actually what I would mostly use him for. Is just to really quickly, like, you know, drop some healing like that. Just really fast be like, yeah, I want to heal, and then just immediately hop out. So technically, if we play as Tyon, we have on-demand healing. Right? Oh no, I'm sorry, it's Interlink. Is there anything else we could even get from the Soul Tree? Yeah, we have 300 points. It's not like a lot, so boost attack.
You found power.
Increases dexterity. I'm sure dexterity increases attack as well. Greatly boosts damage dealt.
You found power.
Increase time.
You found power.
Boost dexterity by 15.
You found power.
Alright. Mega Spinning Edge. AoE and Pierce. Here's his heat gauge buildup from canceling one art into another in Ouroboros form. Slows it over time. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill out these two wings first. 400.
A new power, eh?
Right. Deals damage in range using 60% of attack. I mean, that's worth it.
A new power, eh? A new power, eh?
Shared Blessing grants a small increase to damage dealt for each buff active. Attack. Boosts healing, obviously.
A new power, eh?
Boosts healing. So some of them are percent raises and some of them are just raw power-ups.
A new power, eh?
25% chance to heal nearby allies using 200%. Yeah, that's pretty good.
A new power, eh?
That's why it's so expensive as well. Okay. We don't daze all. Nah, that's fine. Unblockable knockback. One random buff. Alright, whatever. Slow heat gauge.
Check out this sick new skill.
Where's all his timers? I guess he doesn't get that many. Or maybe there's like 3 per. I don't really use his. I'm like, I guess the game knows how best to use it. I don't particularly care too much for it. Like level 3.
Check out this sick new skill.
Ray of Punishment enhanced.
Check out this sick new skill.
Okay, that's it. Shared Blessing. Wings of Pursuit. Omnipresent Blade. Opportunity and Crisis. We could do Rolling Smash. That was actually a move Rex had. Alright, so what was the one I like on him? Alright, this will be good when we get in Blade level 3. I don't really care too much for his. Glorious Wing. It gives him Power Charge. Power Charge to all allies. 50% chance for attack to be unblockable. Smash on all enemies. I kind of like that, the buff move. Revives all allies with critically low HP, but applies overheated status and draws enemy aggro. So, I mean, like, here's the thing, though. Does that mean the aggro will go on Tyon if he's a tank? Like, who does it go on? Does it go on the person who initiates it? I'm not really sure, like, how that would work out. Alright, they don't have any other moves. Yeah, so there's not, like, a ton of moves we could really even get. Right? Enhance. Raptorade. Revive Incapacitated. So, does it... It has it, though, right? Alright, we'll work towards it. I'm not gonna mess up anything right now. We're fine. Yeah, we're good.
This is our first time here, isn't it?
Quarry Road. It's probably forced aggro. Yeah, we can't send anybody. The puzzling special unit. It's not really a great move to combo that on, I'm going to be honest with you, but whatever. It's all I got. Okay. Topple him. Come on. Thank you. Dead. Dies right on the floor. Okay. Done. It's a massive graveyard. This is where they drag all the bodies off. Yeah. They drag all the people they kill that come through here. They just dump their bodies in this little nook. They have a complete chokehold on this path. What was that, Colony 30? Oh no. I love this battle team. I think this is the real winner. Okay, that's fine. She's trusting me. I have to switch my target. Almost. I almost had enough to do the 4 combo. Very unfortunate. Done. I mean, like, all the music in this game is good, but that's my favorite battle theme for sure. It's very rare, like, you get a game that just has, like, I would think Final Fantasy VI, I like both the normal fight theme, because it's, like, very techno, it's very, like, live, you know? And I also like the boss theme a lot in Final Fantasy VI. That's why when they had that raid in Final Fantasy 14, I was like, dude, this is like a dream come true. Like, this doesn't even feel real. And to this day, a little bit, Sigmascape still does kind of not feel real a little bit. You get the spin move. Come on. You. If only we could start with that right at the start of battle. The one tank class that has an AoE spin move is going to be the most broken move in the game. That's going to be the best class. That's endgame right there. Topple. I mean, sorry, Daze. Alright. Fossil monkey, fossil. I'm never gonna get over that. What a meme.
Whoa, check this place out.
Stone Yard. Is it possible to sneak past any of them? Okay. I just won't even go for the items. It's fine.
Never seen this place before.
Huh.
They read us like an open book. How?
No time to worry about that now. We need to make for the water veins.
I mean, at this point, you should always assume anything that seems weird is like the councils, for sure.
Nice find.
So she was clipped in that?
Gas grenades. That's hardly fair. Seriously.
We'll have to fight
Never
them.
thought they had anything like that.
Mad Taunt would be perfect on that class. If you completely ignore the whole awakening mechanic, Mad Taunt would actually be really good on that class. Seems to have like really good health and stuff. You probably just give it as much as you can, so that way it's more sustainable, you know? I don't know if evasion would work well on it. I mean, who knows? Maybe evasion isn't broken in this game. I don't know. I haven't looked up anything about this game. Everything I know about this game, I know from playing it, and the very little bit I've talked with my friends about. All of which is spoiler-free, so... Even my YouTube videos are, like, hella delayed. Like, I think only part 2 is active, or I should say, online, uploaded at the moment. Yeah, there was no point. I wouldn't have made it in time. Okay, someone level up? No, that's the rank up sound effect. I think we all level up more or less at the same time. Alright.
We're almost at the water veins.
Better get ready to take the plunge.
Don't tell me this is the same place he had to do it before.
Nice find.
Yeah, it is. That's how he knew there were water veins. Oh, great. We're gonna force him to relive his trauma. What kind of game do you think this is? This isn't a happy game. Not until the end. We have to make sure people suffer first. Alright, we can't get up there. Yeah. The water veins. See, I'll get like 50 of one item and then like 0 of the one item I need. Really unfortunate.
I can't even call this practice.
Safest corridor with me on
What? Alright, so we can't get to this at all. I guess that later on we can come back, we can like maybe push this over right? And then that way we can walk across here. Until then, there's nothing. We might as well just go ahead and do the story. Like, maybe we enter from the back way or something, and then that's how we're able to do this. Alright, anyway.
This is it.
I'm the girl with the gob.
Here. Can't see him, but it's a real welcome party.
Time to go. Big breath, then jump.
This is our first time here, isn't
Or
it?
stockpile. Okay. Woo! Alright, this is more normal water. But then Tyan escaped this way before. Surely, you know, the consul and the commander would know about this.
All right, it's open.
How much money do we have? You can't check it while swimming? No.
Never seen this place before.
Aquifer exhaust. 155,000. Don't worry, everything will be super expensive or money's useless in this game.
That gives us a little breathing time.
Okay, let's save. Just since we've done so much.
A record of events.
Dude, just for 5 minutes. Well, at least we'll know where to find them later. I'm online, motherfuckers.
I knew it. Commander Isard.
Long time no see, Tyon.
That guy.
So they got to you too. Commander! Did they order you to destroy Ouroboros too?
Not exactly.
Huh?
You must have worked it out. This strategy mirrors that day
Yep.
when Nimwe's life was cut short.
This is my revenge.
I figured you would try to use that route to flee. That's how I knew to wait right here. And so I replicated the conditions of that day to a T.
But why do such a thing?
Cruel irony,
Why?
fate, revenge,
Well, let's
you know.
see. In a nutshell, to remind you of your past, to make you relive it and drive you to despair, to break your heart, to steal all that you hold dear, to ruin you to your very core. That is my revenge. It's payback for Nimue dying with her wish unfulfilled. It's your own past. It's finally caught up with you!
Alright, a little bit literal. Just hire Tonberries. So where did he get the glasses from? I don't know. She didn't make it.
Nimue gave it to you, right? You should hold on to it.
It was my fault. My pride led to her death. If only I'd presented a less reckless plan, the strategist would never have... Nimue would... It's too much for me. I don't deserve this.
So I probably left it with him the whole time. Obviously the console's influencing him, but I wonder how much of this he actually feels inside of himself.
You were the kindest man I knew, Commander. But I made you use the same enemy tactic that cost Nimue her life! I drove you to such desperation, and now you're determined to kill me!
Precisely right, Tyon.
Alright, finish him.
The past has come back to haunt you.
I swear, all of these are like Tonberry quotes. Like, for real. Alright, we're fighting the whole Feronis? What? Some enemies will place markers on the ground that have an area of effect displayed in red. Staying inside will cause debuffs or damage. Oh, great. Well, how wide is that? Oh, I see. Okay. This is a big-ass area. Okay. I mean, this is one way to try to break the flame clock, right? Okay, easy. So he just places it under him, but we don't have to stand under that at all. Okay, see that's what I was wondering, if he was going to summon ads or something. Oh shit, I did it wrong, I did it wrong, I did it fucking wrong. Would you believe this? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you. Oh, I was so scared for a second, I forgot. ZR has to do it. What? Oh, he burst him. What the fuck? What does burst even do? Huh. We'll never find out. Oh, those hurt? But I mean, we're not under the thing. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Alright, like there's no AoE marker for when the claws come in. So the claws can't be hurting us. Am I gonna get healed? Oh, fuck it. Hopefully this heals us as well. Yeah, you can't use the same move back to back. You have to use a different move. Oh, why didn't I heal anybody? Okay. I don't know why that didn't heal anybody. Okay. I'll use the chain attack because we'll heal. This kind of makes a little bit more sense. I love that they're just doing a separate move. I'm over here actually trying to do some other stuff. It's so stupid. Alright, nobody can hit for 50. Oh, damn, we have some really bad numbers. That's fine. Whatever, it's fine. Hopefully we start getting back some, like, really high-level people. What? Did he even hit? Oh, okay. The hitbox is way far off underneath it. I see. Increases everybody's TP by 7. I mean, sure. If we get it, it's whatever. Multiplies TP from next character by 125%. block. Roasty toasty. Okay, if I use Noah, he'll be able to do it for sure. Yep. I don't know. We need to get back someone high level or we can't do it. We're a lot of points. Alright, perfect. We'll use her. We'll get first blood. See, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like Tyon could definitely do it. I don't know if we'll be able to do, what, another one after this? It's worth a shot. I think it's up to luck, so. If not, it's fine. We got Noah back. He basically could fulfill it by himself. Five times damage. Not bad. Yes, perfect. Lightning quick, since the battle is going to go on. There you go. Are you serious? Wow. Alright, he almost could do it by himself. Alright, we're good after this. Alright. I think that broke our record. It's one of those things I wish we kept a good record of. Alright, well, it's dead. I was a little bit worried that we were gonna maybe run out of healing, so we just won't get the bonus experience. That's fine. Nothing wrong with playing it safe. That's what chain attacks are there for. The thing is, you need to have a real healer, though. Kind of have, like, side healers. Thanks, Uni. Oh yeah, he might see her memory of her actually getting murdered. I mean, is this going to be any different? Maybe it's because he's initiating it? Maybe there's like multiple interlinks.
What the?
Yeah. I mass-produced them. Now to replicate the end of Evangelion.
Which one's real? This one? How about here?
He's just wasting his time. None of them are real. We're invisible. I'm in the cockpit with you. What? That was a fake out? What the fuck? We're just messing with this dude now.
What? Another illusion? Playing me for a fool? I'll show you a fool! I'll blow you away! You and all your ruckling phantoms!
This is excessive.
Tense. I can't defend against that.
If Tyon took the Ouroboros form, I can too. Lance,
Come with me!
You insane!
Just trust me.
Yeah, there's gonna be
Hurry!
alternate Ouroboros forms for all the party.
Tyon, all of you! I won't let this creep lay a finger on anyone!
Quick thinking, lad. Get off me. Had to go
So what exactly triggered it to allow all the different Agnes people to do it? Because up to now, gameplay-wise, you could trigger it with either person. It's just story, whatever. It's fine. Was hers like a big shield? Alright, suplex it. And he fires and blows off half the moon. She basically kind of did, actually. I mean, it's more like she flipped it. Alright, smash it. Dude, man, they're just fucking crazy.
The flame clock! It has to go!
Embers on coat. Brush them off.
If push comes to shove, do not flinch!
Do whatever it takes. For the greater good.
The dead don't think anything. They don't speak to me.
I mean, they should have already seen these memories. There's nothing new with these two.
In all training tasks,
Except maybe her looking at her own mark and knowing it's going away.
It's the feelings you feel.
After images, of course. After images are the most anime shit possible.
I was planning to.
Easy. At some point, they're going to stop using Pharaonises, because sacrificing flame clocks like this is not going to work out long term. Like, they're going to just stop. All they do is they lose their very powerful war machines and entire armies, and then they all defect. Like, they're not gaining anything from this.
Come on. Enough is enough, Commander. There's no reason for us to be fighting each other. If you still need a life to satisfy you,
Kill me.
you can have mine.
Tyon!
If that helps put your heart at ease, if it settles the debt I owe Nimue, I'll do it.
Alright.
What?
He turned to chocolate.
Commander?
He turned into mud pie?
Yo, even his troops are like, what the fuck? So what were you doing? Just masquerading the whole time? Yeah, so Assert is dead.
Have you ever felt so much fondness that it made you quiver?
That voice.
Long time no see? You forgot about me. I missed you. All these sayings that have to do with time, they ring so insufferably hollow when you only have 10 years on the clock. It doesn't feel real. But but you know...
No, it can't be.
What is really real anyway?
Noah, Uni, Riku, Lands.
It's Jorn, isn't it?
I have to tell you, I am overwhelmed with emotion.
Is he still in a kid form?
Yoren. Sincerely. I'm on the verge of tears.
Yoren. But you...
Yoren.
You know him? Wait,
Yeah, you've seen his memories.
yes, Yoren. Amid the rubble and the flames. He died in a battle with Agnes. They were all friends.
And here I am, good as new.
How does that work? How can he be...
Assuming the memories we saw were correct.
Noah?
Yoren! You're our Yoren! You were alive! Was I alive? Huh. Of course not. I did die on that day. Evidently. That's why I can be here now. You can call me Jay. Guess what? I'm a proud member of Mobius now.
Excellent, but why him?
No.
Even before all this
mean it.
bullshit, like before they became Ouroboros.
You see, they gave me this incredible power. I can take people's memories and refashion them into my very own mud puppets.
Mud puppets?
Refashion my wings?
Like this dude. Die.
Not yet.
No, I can still fly. Now rebuild him in reverse.
I don't want to die. Don't make me die.
I told you we shouldn't have come here. You just had to make me.
They fucking get auto-tuned as they die. Great.
Why are we the ones who have to fight?
The body may be mud, but their minds are the real deal. But without hearts, they're pretty quick to tell you what's on their minds. Yoren. To be honest, these nobodies are beneath me. Noah, Uni, or Lands. You'd make good puppets. What profound and clear-sighted words would your cold lips utter? I've so wished to hear.
So why exactly doesn't he just teleport and stab them? I guess it frees them from that.
Lauren, you were never like this. What did they do to you?
What do you think you knew of me? You didn't know anything. I am only myself, Uni.
This is the real
The
me.
realest, truest me. I don't need to hide anymore. I can finally be me. Becoming Mobius? Best thing that ever happened to me.
I mean, the immortality would be pretty
I
sweet.
want you to feel it. Feel the joy I feel. Feel my absolute elation.
What weapon is it? He was a healer. Watch, he's gonna have some stupid shit. Ouroboros orders. During a chain attack, if you complete orders from both members of a given pairing, a panel for their Ouroboros order will be displayed. Executing an Ouroboros order will perform a spectacularly strong attack, albeit at the cost of ending the chain attack. If you triggered a chain attack with an active interlink at interlink level 3, the Ouroboros order will be selectable from the very start. In this situation, it will not end the chain attack, letting you choose the order from one of the other interlinking pair. Okay. By selecting an Ouroboros order, it will reactivate all expended party members and will not drain the chain gauge. You also get bonus TP from the combined Kavesi-Agnian forces. Press up while interlinked to switch to the other partner's Ouroboros form. Okay, that's a lot to teach. I mean, I don't even know what the other one is. So who even knows? It could be good, it could be awful. I have no idea. I couldn't access a menu between this. Whip crash. I'm gonna topple him. What is he gonna do? I can't pick anyone up in this game. So if you're dazed, you're just dazed. Nothing I could do about that. What? What happened? What the fuck? For real? Other form. Thank you. I cannot believe he got down that easily. Dude, what the fuck? How is he getting bodied this badly? Alright, I don't think we have enough healers. What? Yeah, I gotta bring back someone else who can actually heal. Because what the fuck is happening right now? I think the classes I have are good, but neither of them are heal classes. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck. She has 33 health. This is not gonna end well. And this dude is T-posing, about to do a huge-ass attack. Oh, isn't this gonna be great? I almost need to heal right away. Jesus, man. That's obnoxious. I mean, technically he should be good, right? He'll get to 93. If he could get 7 points, that would be good enough. Alright, thank you. Dude, what is that noise? I'm really horrified. Alright, well, we knocked him down. Dude, just bully him. He's like half your size. Wait, who do we do? We did Noah? So we could do her, and that'll activate their Ouroboros chain. Oh, great, they're set to 1. I guess you can't be downed if you're in an Ouroboros form. So, I mean, we have that to be grateful for, I guess. Break. We're not going to be able to topple him, probably. I mean, we could use Noah, right? There you go. And just lay him on the floor. So I wonder if you don't use an Ouroboros form, if it despawns, you know? So maybe that's like the combo intentionally now. Ouroboros. Yeah, so obviously we could use this. So maybe what I could do... greatly increases damage ratio and deals defense by passing. You know what, let's just do this. Fine. Yeah, no one has days on an actual thing. Let's heal again. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, we can heal again because they're at the point limit. Yeah, this is fine because it's going to end after this anyway, so let's do this. See, now there's an actual purpose to doing a lot of this. Alright. Almost 200 points. Limits unbound. I just really wanted that so I could get some extra healing in. This is one of those cutscene attacks that people meme JRPGs about, by the way. Alright, so that's why it says Ouroboros order that whole time. Alright, back to Tyon. Can you extend days? No, you can't do that in this game. Only in Xenoblade 1 you can extend days like that. Dude, how is she taking this much damage? What the fuck? Where's our healers? What is Lance doing? Okay, he only has to revive one of them. Well, at least they come back with like 50% health, so they won't just get downed immediately. Alright, someone topple him. What? You cannot be for real. You know what? Fuck it. I have to heal. Oh, no, wait. That's right. Because I start as Tyan, I start in that form. Oh, great. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Cancel it. How does Senna... Yeah, what the fuck? Whatever, pick him up. This fight's fucked. I really think you're supposed to draw them out. Okay, I didn't want this. I don't know what the AI thinks it's doing, but, I mean, it hasn't gotten us totally wiped yet. Alright, pick her up and we'll chain attack, please. Somebody. No, he killed me! Fuck! Alright, pick me up. Tyrant, so we're looking for Senna's. We should probably initiate with this, so that way we could topple with Noah at the end. Alright, let's shoot. I wonder if toppling will give him... What, he needs to hit 38? Okay, we're good. Oh, we didn't break him. Oh, I guess it's a side break move. Never mind. Okay, well, we're still good. I'm so used to it just being guaranteed from Stream Edge. I like how he just stands there, gets shot in the face, doesn't even think about it. Alright, no Senna. I see, so the chain attack gauge goes down every time you initiate a round. I gotcha. Okay. That's why we can only generally do 3. I guess sometimes we could do 4. I'm not really sure how that works. Yeah, the only thing about Thaumaturge is it doesn't really have enough, like, healing classes, or healing moves, I guess. Well, I'll say this was a tough fight regardless. Like, even with all my extra levels, he just has a lot of AoE moves. So this is hard, even without it. Alright, he came back. No Senna whatsoever. We would need to get, like, insanely good luck here. Move aggro. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get 4, are we? I don't think so. Come on. Sure, why not? Oh, he's dead, actually. Yeah, he is dead. He shoots him dead. We actually did kill someone with the frying pan, I guess. In a weird way of looking at it. Well, if only we could go on after Senna's, we will be able to get the full thing. Yeah, we can't. We don't have enough people. Someone would have to get 90 on a reactivation, and then we would be able to do it. Bonk. Oh, never mind. Free. Demon Punisher greatly increases damage ratio and reduces attacker and healer aggro. That's right, they give you back everybody. I mean, none of this really matters. The boss is dead. Alright, 99. Sure. We'll just taunt him. He's dead. There's nothing he can do about it. 112 on a single round. Unbelievable. This poor kid. Alright, open up, open fire! What the fuck? There you go. That's obviously our best attack. I mean, we got, what, plus 1,000% damage?
Did you get a good taste of it?
How are you still in one
my
piece?
elation?
Cut the crap! What are you droning on about? I don't buy it. I refuse to believe you're him. You aren't our Yoren. Yoren saved our lives!
Okay, now we'll get the full story. They came under attack, he pushed Lance out the way, Lance regretted it forever.
Lads! Garble! No time! Look! Above!
Oh no.
We can't! Noah!
Move it!
Lads!
We can take care of ourselves. Just go.
Yeah, Garvel was his name. I forget if Xeon was in the past stuff, though. Oh well.
Yoren. You dumb clod. Come on. Yoren.
Yoren!
Alright, something else will fall and trap him.
You hurt? Can you run?
Yeah, more or less. Yoren. Why?
We should go.
Yeah.
Why are they standing here? What are you, stupid? Run! Okay, so it was kind of all their fault. I don't know why they stood there. They knew it was coming down. Alright, bye. Squish. So do they reanimate them and just give them new personalities, or how does it work, I guess? They bring them back and they, like, make them maniacal.
Yoren! Yoren! Yoren!
Oh, no, he's dead. He's dead as shit. Unless that's syrup. You know, maybe he dropped, like, a bottle of Aunt Jemima. Man, I forgot what loading screens were like in games. This is fast, though.
You honestly don't get it.
Everything beats Bloodborne.
In that
Bloodborne
instant,
pre-patch.
I rose above you miserable fools by saving your worthless, piddling lives. It was indescribable, Lance.
Yoren.
Ah, wasn't this fun? I guess I'll call it a day here.
I have to be one of the final bosses.
Can't be hoarding all the fun for myself now. Gotta leave some for the next guy or gal.
Say what?
I should thank you, Lance. 'Cause I get to be like this now, and I owe it to you. Toodles.
That's demonic. Alright, see ya. Maybe now him and Tyon can bond and they could get each other's classes or something. Alright, we're just going to pretend like none of that happened. We're just going to move on. I wonder what building that is. Great Cot Falls. So was anybody left in this colony? Or did he turn everybody to mud? On the Soul Tree screen, there are abilities that can be shared between interlinking partners. Choose a slot and set the ability you want to share between partners.
The residential area. Do you think it's behind the waterfall?
Seems so. Let's stay alert.
And what's the map even look like? Okay. Well, before we do that, let's go in. What was I doing? Interlink. Right, so now we can take from Mio's. Mio's Soul Tree abilities can now be shared. And then we can get up to 2 of them. Okay, so we have to go to Mio and start leveling her up.
I got a new trick up my sleeve. I got a new trick up my sleeve.
Subtle Strike. 30% on chance, 30% chance on hit to deal 100% of attack power as a defense bypassing damage.
I got a new trick up my sleeve.
5% chance to evade, just flat out. Radiant Ring, this is target lock. So this is a tank one. So they basically take on each other's abilities.
I got a new trick up my sleeve.
Boost attack by 20 and then boost it again.
I got a new trick up my sleeve.
Boost evasion rate when when attacked by a targeted enemy, excuse me. I'm not reading very well today. Agility.
I got a new trick up my sleeve.
Agility again.
I got a new trick up my sleeve.
Can enhance Radiant Ring.
I got a new trick up my sleeve.
Let's put the evade on.
I got a new trick up my sleeve.
Extend combo time, AoE. Increases critical rate. Attack up. Let's just do that.
I got a new trick up my sleeve.
Unlock Arts Canceling. Allows you to cancel one art into another art, but doing so will fill up the heat gauge slightly. Alright, so that'll be the next thing I get. Right, because I don't think he has that. No, he does. It's right there. Okay, never mind. We'll save up for that then. So we already recently did like everyone else's. So this is Tyon's.
More to add to the playbook?
Decrease all enemies' debuff resistance by 30 percentage points. I don't know why they don't just put 30%. Like sometimes they put 30%, right? Like right here. They boost critical rate by 10%. And then sometimes they're like 30%. So like, obviously I know how to read. But like in my mind, I see one thing put one way and another thing put another. And it's really weird. I don't know why they do that in some games. And then they do this. What is the difference between these two? Increases critical rate, boosts critical rate. I'm genuinely confused. They cost different and they're called different. Is it like when it's added during like the calculation period? Like maybe one's a flat increase and then one adds on to the rate, I guess. I don't that's what confuses me. I don't know. Grand Priest. Body double, AoE and one random debuff. Regenerate to all.
More to add to the playbook?
Heat.
More to add to the
Oh, look at how weird this thing is, by the way. Look at this. Unceasing Curse makes the duration timers on debuffs on all enemies tick 50% slower.
More to add to the playbook?
Or tick down 50%. 5% chance to reset enemy recharge. Oh, okay. That wouldn't be terrible. His is really complicated, though. Like, this is kind of a mess. Body double.
More to add to the playbook? More to add to the
Okay.
playbook?
It actually ends there, so we have to go back and do this.
More to add to the playbook?
Heat gauge.
More to add to the playbook?
Grants a small increase to damage dealt for each debuff active on all enemies. Shared Curse. To a maximum of 500%. Unlearned. We have to learn it from here first. Okay. Grand Priest.
More to add to the playbook?
So might as well boost critical rate.
More to add to the playbook?
Spirit Raven. Oh, AoE, area heal. Okay, that's good. And now I just don't have enough SP. Okay, another 50% decrease. Blowdown is a talent art. Alright. So we could take something from Uni's tree. So, for instance, extend the buff duration. We could boost healing. So, see, I don't know what's better. This is probably better late game. Seems like some things you just can't take. Yeah, you can't take any, like, personal skills. So I guess we could just boost healing by 20.
Indeed.
And then the same thing from his. Hers is about damage, right? Because she was a DPS. Right? No, wasn't she a healer originally? I mean, we could just give her heat, right?
You might want to use this.
Yeah. Cheers, biggies.
Oh, we can't take anything from her, but she could take something from him to start. Right? I mean, well, let's see. What's hers like? Probably just a tank one, which is weird.
New power. Whoa, new power.
Merciless Pummeling. You can deal extra damage when inflicting knockback and blowdown. Small increase to damage dealt when attacking enemies during combos.
Whoa, new power.
Alright, physical defense down. And it's blowdown, so you might as well get this. 50 chance. Smash all. Critical rate. Negates enemy guard with a 60% chance to inflict break. Like, all the time it negates enemy guard?
Whoa, new power.
Whatever, we'll just take it.
New power.
New power!
Whoa, new power.
Evade and Blaze on Flame Nova. Negates enemy guard with a 100% chance. Yeah, we can enhance it. Okay, why not?
Whoa, new power.
Own combo reactions boost damage dealt by 30%. Ah, fuck it, whatever.
Whoa, new
You just gotta, sometimes you gotta take something you don't want on the road to something you do want.
Whoa,
Yeah, so hers is a tank one. Oh, I didn't even see that one. So what can we take from him? More enemies target you, bigger increase. Grants 100% resistance to combos and reactions while art is active. Block rate. Let's take this.
Try this out for size.
I will, thanks.
Okay. 50% chance. Small increase with combos. Own reactions. Negate enemy guard. Probably just this, right? Utterly crushing. Yeah, you can only take the learning. Yeah, the learn, not the enhance. That's fine.
I
All right.
want you to use this.
Whoa, that's clever.
He only gets the base version of it. Okay, I got it. On critical, ignore enemy defense. Also increase critical hit by damage bonus by 30 points. Time, attack, dexterity, attack. What do you think? Satisfying Piercer.
Try this out, Mia.
Sure, I'll give it a go.
30% chance to deal 100%. Yeah, obviously.
I'll share this with you.
Works for me, thanks.
Alright, we're about 40% through all of the different chains, as you can see. A little bit more towards Noah, but it's fine. Nothing too major. Alright, so we're finally starting to kind of unlock, like, everyone's stuff, you know? Also, everyone's about to finish up some of their classes. Now, it would be nice if he could make any progress on this. Like, I guess they have to be at level 10 on the class and then continue to use it. Maybe that's how people learn it, right? Because I think I had him on Flash Fencer for a while. So that could be how that works. So maybe Tyon has to go back on his thing. Ugh, it's so annoying. Well, we have Noah's going to be a tank for the foreseeable future. I mean, that kind of goes without saying, so just leave him on that. Right? Yeah, because we're getting good War Medic progress. I don't think anyone's gotten any Thaumaturge progress, but whatever. And once Senna finishes that, we'll put her on Yumsmith. Well, it was Colony Lambda. I don't think they'll be moving anytime soon. I think I have to get up top somewhere. Yeah, okay. The merits of Ouroboros Wars. They taught us like a whole bunch of stuff right there. Colony Lambda. Nope, all dead. Everybody flat on ground. At least they're they're breathing. Okay. Friends all okay? Looks like they're just passed out. Even so, there's cause for concern. I gotta turn this off for a bit. Tyon! We need to find the real commander, right? We'll keep an eye on this place. You go and make sure Commander Assert is safe. Wait, but... No, sorry, you're right. I'll go now. Be back soon. Alright. Parted with everybody. Joran. Tyon, let's not take care of this, okay? Very well. I'll search for the commander. Where's the commander's office? Is it all the way in the back? So I guess after he basically failed them, he got transferred over to help them. Dude, I told you, Tyon is like one of the best stories in this game. They're just unconscious, not dead. I see, it's gonna be fine, don't worry. We'll handle things here. Tyon, you take care of the commander. Roger. That's what I mean. I really like Tyon as a character. It's just like, I just finished playing Tales of Arise like a couple months ago. I guess almost a year ago at this point. One of my favorite characters was literally Pharaoh Man. Doalim. Fucking really cool, man. So many faller downers. Manana make them wake up with supply of healthy soup. Tyon, please to inform Manana of the fact person cannot eat soup while the state of consciousness is absent. Clearwater Shelf. Now he might be dead. I mean, could you imagine he's not dead? He just stole the likeness and he can make mud puppets. Commander Assert. It's good to see you. What, he's alive? Oh, okay. Hera was thinking this game was going to be super grim for a minute. So you don't actually hate me?
Tyon? So that's what happened. I'm sorry. I don't remember a thing. Except for that console silhouette. Did I say anything to you? I didn't say something hurtful, did I?
Not at all. You were your usual self, Commander. Our pride and joy. The same as always.
Tyon.
I see. I'm sorry.
Is that?
Of course.
Nimue. She always cared so much about you. You possess an acuity that sets you apart. You'll be an elite, head and shoulders above the likes of us. Nimue, she wouldn't stop going on about you. So someone called you a coward? Nonsense. Consider it's what you are. Perhaps to a fault. You heeded a comrade's opinion. Isn't that right? Here's another thing she mentioned.
Well, you're already hurt, you know?
If you let us, if we could gain victory through your kindness, she'd have loved to see it.
We're gonna find out that she's a console too. That would be super fucked.
Even if it's too much, it should be yours to carry. And if you keep it safe, someday, I'd like you to go visit her.
How can I visit?
At the Cadencia frontier, beyond the Far Lane underpass.
What?
There's a place where
Oh,
Sophonia is
okay.
born.
I was gonna say, she's not alive, is she?
Loved their flowers.
He knows where it is.
And one of them was especially brilliant. I'd like you to bury it there.
Oh,
That'll show her, beyond all doubt, your victory through kindness.
Eh. What a good story. How's Commander Asserd? Sounds like he's eager to jump back into work. I do wish he'd rest up first, but that's the kind of man he is. Good to hear he's feeling well, at least. The other soldiers are waking up, too. Very interesting. Someone should bring them up to speed, but we're just outsiders, after all. This is your manor, right? You should do the honors and fill everyone in. That is being taken care of. Commander Asserd is going to get the colony troops back in line shortly. So it sounds like it's fine for us to just walk around like normal, then. On that note, there's something I'd like to check. Time, will you come along? Huh? Sure, where are we going? Out of Colony Lambda.